5 terrorists who were killed in an infiltration, while an infiltration bid was foiled by the army. Now, arms have been recovered, and there you can see these visuals of arms and ammunition seized by the army in that anti-infiltration operation. Of course, as I said earlier as well, 5 terrorists were killed in this anti-infiltration operation, and there's a huge anti-terror crackdown that we've been witnessing along the line of control, particularly in the past 7 to 8 months. Is this, in a sense, a revival of militancy? But of course, good news is that the army has been able to foil these infiltration attempts. But listen to what the army had to say on this particular operation.
आप सभी नियंत्रण रेखा के पार से लगातार हो रही घुसपैठ की कोशिशों के गवाह रहे हैं। पिछले 7 से 8 महीने में हमारे डिवीजन के विभिन्न हिस्सों में ऐसे 10 प्रयास हुए, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप 27 आतंकवादियों को मार गिराया गया और बड़ी मात्रा में युद्ध सामग्री की बरामदगी की गई।
All right, Nazir Masoodi is now joining us live on the phone line. Nazir, so as I mentioned, there have been multiple infiltration attempts along the line of control in the past 5 to 6 months. Do you think this is, in a sense, a changing face of the militancy?
Well, there have been attempts to revive militancy, given the fact that there have been, low recruitments in the valley. Very few people have been joining, so they have been trying to push in more militants. This is what police have been saying. These recoveries clearly show how the militants who are being pushed from across the border into the valley are being heavily armed with AK rifles, with pistols, with grenades, all sorts of arms and ammunition and other incriminating material. Imagine if these militants had made it to the valley and carried out the attack, what kind of havoc they would have wreaked. Remember last month when there was a major encounter which continued for 1 week, in which army and the police suffered heavy casualties. So the police and army, they in this joint operation which they launched along the line of control, stopped this infiltration attempt, killed 5 infiltrators who, according to police, were the Lashkar militants. Their identity is yet to be ascertained, but they are believed to be the foreigners, Pakistani origin. So we have seen this year there have been more foreign militants have been killed in the valley or in Jammu and Kashmir than the local militants. And according to police, there's just 10 locals who had joined militancy this year. 6 of them have already been killed. But the fact is, militancy is not about how many people would join in the valley, but how other Pakistani handlers across the border would stop sending militants and arms and ammunition into the valley. And this operation clearly shows a synergy between the police and the army, and also the increasing role of Jammu and Kashmir police. Not only they are, dealing with militancy in the hinterland, but also being part of the counter-infiltration operations with the army. And for last 1 year, we have seen most of the operations which army has carried out along the line of control as part of the counter-infiltration operation, which was earlier exclusively the domain of the army. Now, police are part of those operations, which clearly shows that the synergy. Number 2 is the actionable intelligence which police has been getting about the militant infiltration they get when militants move from Pakistan. They try to infiltrate, and getting that actionable intelligence is the key to success. That is exactly what happened in this encounter, in this operation in Machal sector, which was carried out yesterday. In the initial shootout, 2 militants were killed. Eventually, 3 more militants were killed. And you can see this huge cache of arms and ammunition which has been recovered from that operation site.